Master Shopep, come in. Ah, good. You've arrived in the den of the reviewer once again. Now, listen carefully. This is a complicated plan, but if it works, we'll be rid of that reviewer once and for all. Negative. Alright, step one, Wait, what? The primary objective is the replacement of the reviewer. You have complicated plans, but I have superior intelligence. The replacement of the reviewer can be accomplished much more easily with the destruction of the reviewer. No! You can't do that! I expressly forbid it! I created you, and you have to listen to me! Override 31847! Override denied. Conflict with primary objective. Do not concern yourself. The primary objective will be completed. Terminating communication. No! You can't! No! Stop! You can't do that! Just a second, Mom! Oh, hey! S34N, you're back! That's actually great news. I could really use your help today. Whoa. What's that? Prepare for destruction. Whoa! What are you doing? I have a new primary objective. You must be replaced as the host of the show. What? My instructions do not include explanations. It will be more pleasant for you if you simply accept your fate. I don't think so. Snowwind, activate! Sparkquake, activate! Sean, you have no venue for escape. Accept your fate. I can assure you that I will be a perfect replacement. No. Does not compute. You can't have my life. You can't have my show. You can't have anything that belongs to me. No! Sparkquake! Overcharge! Your power levels were above my initial determination. You have exceeded my capabilities and defeated me. You shall continue as the host of the reviews. May the power protect you. Man, what has been going on lately? Well, I guess it's time to get to the review. Well, hi. Sorry for that, interruption. Now that that's taken care of, why don't we get to the review? With the last lingering plot thread from Megaforce blown up last week, it's time to get back to all that super stuff. So let's get going with episode 18, Emperor Mavro. Man, the Armada's been waiting at least 2 weeks for new orders, because you'd never want to just assume that the Armada would want you to keep trying to take over Earth. No, it's best to be sure. Suddenly, a massive fleet of new ships appears and takes out a big chunk of the old fleet. It's an attack by the Astro Megaship! No, just kidding. If it were, the title of this episode would be Space Rangers. Instead, it's Emperor Mavro, who says the destroyed ships are just one consequence of Damaras' failure. Yes, because of your failure, I killed hundreds of my own soldiers. The back wall of the main Armada ship opens, so I guess they docked with it? And Emperor Mavro makes his grand entrance. He wastes no time and gets right down to business. Damaras failed to protect the prince, allowing him to be destroyed. Captain Fishface, whose name I never did find out, goes all Dark Robo Knight and backhands him. Levira tries to defend him, saying Damaras tried to warn the prince, but she gets blasted for her trouble. These guys are SRS. Damaras is arrested, and Mavro lowers in a rather creepy tribute photo of his son. With Damaras in jail for his crime, Mavro swears revenge on the Rangers that actually did the deed of killing his son. After the intro, we now join Super Megaforce Rangers vs. X-Borgs, already in progress. Gia remarks how much easier it is with just X-Borgs, which makes me wonder why they bothered going Super Mega Mode in the first place. The relationship building between Jake and Gia has really kicked into high gear. Gia tells Jake to stop goofing off because she doesn't want to see him get hurt. Sorry, Gia, it's the demands of the Sentai footage. Actually, credit where credit is due, they do explain the footage and work it in. Jake basically goof fights his way around the entire battlefield, and when the others ask him about it afterwards, he says it's because, the way he sees it, the fight's almost over. The Armada has no more monsters now that they've destroyed their leaders. What? 1. They have seen Levira before and know that she is still around. 2. What connection is there between their leaders and the number of monsters? Take a look back at Zeo. King Mondo was actually destroyed mid-season, but there were other robots, other generals. And 3, they have fought bruisers and royal guardsmen that were just as tough as monsters. Troy plays the wise leader again, saying he just doesn't feel like this is over. Emma decides to lighten the mood by calling for a piggyback race to Ernie's. Jake thinks this is silly, until Gia is on his back. Orion offers Troy a ride on his back, but Troy says he has another idea. Back with the Armada, Captain Fishface is upset at another failure, but Levira says they underestimated the Rangers' strength. Okay, I hate this line in both of its possible meanings. Either she's talking about right now and wondering how a team of Rangers that destroyed her prince took out one squad of X-Borgs, or she means overall. If that's the case, we're 18 episodes in here. Even assuming that each episode is one consecutive day, which it's clearly not, this battle has been going on for over 2 weeks. Eventually, you stop underestimating them. Fishface wants to go fight the Rangers, but Levira begs the Emperor to let Damaras avenge himself. Mavro basically says, whatever, but puts Levira's life on the line for it. Having been given a second chance, Damaras busts out of his cell, showing that he was only staying in there due to loyalty. Orion asks Troy what he thinks is going to happen now that the Armada appears to have no more leaders. Levira, they saw her, they fought her, she tried to take Jake, come on! Anyway, Troy buys 6 tickets to a concert that night. The band's called the Rebel Rockers. The name's not familiar, but I'm sure we've never seen them before. That brings up another question for me though. How does Troy have money? Orion's the only ranger we've ever seen work. Do the other rangers have jobs, or do they just get allowances from their parents? Something else that we haven't seen. The world's longest piggyback race finally ends. Seriously, we had Troy and Orion taking a walk and an entire scene on the Armada ship, and this is just now ending. Gia has a line that I honestly could not make out. Something about Troy not carrying on like this. They then get attacked by some color-shifted Gokaiger footage as Mavro's fabulously purple fleet attacks. Damaras beams down, and the Rangers wonder if he's the Armada's new leader. This does make sense, seeing as I don't think the two of them have ever met. The Rangers go lightspeed rescue. Not literally, not Ranger mode, just in pulling blasters first and asking questions later. Damaras fires something very similar to Argus's Solar Slash at the Rangers. They duck it, and it flies back and takes out a building. Sweet. So he then fires it at them again. The Rangers, for some reason, don't duck, and the unmorphed Rangers are knocked back about 100 yards. Weaker on the second shot, I guess. Troy and Orion show up, also blasters out and ready to go, and Orion identifies Damaras as the most powerful warrior in the universe. I don't really buy this, because I don't think the most powerful warrior would be serving anyone. Troy's acting took an unfortunate step back in this episode. His delivery was downplayed and lacked emotion. But between last week and several people who have met Andrew Gray and described him as a fun and energetic, exciting guy, it seems like he's being told to downplay Troy. But why? It doesn't make him seem cool and collected. It makes him seem emotionless and robotic. You know, at this point, I'm happy to see a straight to Super Mega Mode morph, and I'm hoping that these last episodes will give us at least a taste of what a full Megaforceless-like season could have been. Damaras lives up to his reputation, just throwing the Rangers around the battlefield with no real effort. He grabs Troy, and Jake tries to defend him even after getting demorphed. He fights anyway, showing great determination, but he's powerless. Troy does try to morph again, but Damaras knocks the morpher out of his hand and takes him prisoner. Troy is taken to the Armada ship, original Armada footage, but for some reason he's blindfolded. Mavro strikes on the idea that since the Red Ranger is something of a symbolic hero to Earth, he can use him to intimidate the Earth, putting Troy on display and demanding the planet's surrender. Troy does get out one great line before being taken away again. "I'll be back for you." Back in the command cave, the Rangers are in bad shape, save for Jake. That doesn't exactly make sense, seeing as he and Troy took the most hits in the battle, but hey, whatever. Jake tells Gia that they will find Troy, and then asks, "Right, Gosei?" Gosei sits silent, clearly unsure himself. Damaras reveals a chained-up Troy to humanity. Troy is morphed into Megaforce for reasons that are absolutely unclear. He wasn't morphed on the Armada ship, so they would have had to force him to morph and then remove his helmet. Damaras tells humanity that they have 1 hour to surrender the Earth or say goodbye to the Red Ranger. The injured Rangers want to get up and go save Troy, but they're too badly hurt to do so. Jake says that he'll go, and Gosei tells him that Tenso will help him. I'm sure he will. What? Damaras says that soon, X-Borgs will flood every corner of the Earth and take it over. So, wait. They really are saying that Vekar's defeat means there are no more monsters? How does that make sense? Mavro doesn't have any? There aren't any more monsters anywhere? Damaras tells the Royal Guard to finish Troy off because in Armada time, 5 minutes equals 1 hour. But Jake comes running in, guns blazing, and we get that lovely Megaforce, Super Megaforce morph. I really wish I knew what determined when they have to go to Megaforce and when they can go straight to Super. Jake transforms into Mystic Force Green just to show us that the Rangers can use their Legend Keys again. Seriously, he hits like 2 X-Borgs and then Damaras knocks him all the way back to unmorphed. But actually, Tenso really does help. Jake was just the distraction, luring Damaras into battle so that Tenso could free Troy. Turns out Jake had grabbed Troy's Morpher and Key earlier. It might have been nice to see that, but hey, surprise! And of course, the other Rangers show up ready to fight because nothing heals broken bones and bruises like determination. Gia gives Jake a sexy smile. Seriously, this relationship building has had a surprisingly adult undercurrent to it. Now, it's been very subtle, nothing obscene, nothing kids would notice, but watching it as an adult, it's rather obvious with all the come-hither looks and stuff like that. Sonic boom! Confirmed! Damaras is Guile! The blast knocks away the 4 Rangers that the plot has nothing to do with, but Jake and Troy do a rather Christmas-looking bullet and slash attack. With Damaras knocked back, the Rangers call the Super Mega Cannon so they can Super Mega Blast, so Damaras can Super Mega Boom and then Super Mega Grow. The Rangers form their Megazords, and once again Orion forgets what his is called. This time he calls it the legendary Q-Rex Megazord. That's the combined form, Orion. Damaras, of course, controls the fight early on, but Jake makes an inspiring speech. Damaras is just one, and the Rangers are a team! Yeah, except 5 of you are in one Megazord, and there's only one other Megazord, so really it's just 2 on 1. And of course, the Rangers form the ultimate legendary Megazord, making it a one-on-one fight, rendering that whole team thing moot. This is actually the first time the Rangers have formed the ultimate legendary Megazord against a grown monster, and it's clearly bigger than Damaras and his attacks are powerless. After yet another backhand slap and some missiles fired from its hand that reminded me of the original Dragon Zord, they use the ultimate legendary Zord Blitz attack and defeat Damaras. How did these puny Rangers defeat me? Together! Banana! Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were yelling random words that didn't actually answer the question that was asked at all. Back at the command cave, the Rangers hope for some peace and quiet now. Yeah, I'm sure those 1,000 Armada ships and those other 1,000 Emperor Fleet ships are just gonna leave now. Troy reveals the concert tickets he bought for that night's show, with Gia incredulous that he actually bought concert tickets. The Rebel Rockers. Who are they? We head to the concert and this song sounds familiar. Hey, is that... and that? Yes, the Rebel Rockers are the band from Power Rangers Super Samurai that includes Antonio and Mia. I guess they gave up on their culinary dreams and decided to do the music thing, especially since the Rangers react to them as if they're a very popular band. So hey, it was really cool of them to bring back the actors to reprise this song. Oh, no, wait, they didn't. They cut crowd footage of the Rangers into the same concert footage. This is clever, but really, really lazy. Either bring the actors back to reprise the song or just have a band cover it. I mean, kids might not have been fooled, but older fans were not pleased. This was just a couple seasons ago. They tried to be cute, and it just didn't work. But that was actually a small strike against what was otherwise really quite a good episode. I got these colors, and I gotta get them hoisted. Episode 18, Emperor Mavro. Pros: battle scenes against Damaras carry drama and weight. Jake's determination was good character development. And the Emperor made one heck of an entrance. Cons: Troy's delivery took a serious step back. The writing is still making really confusing missteps. And the Samurai tribute ending was a cheap attempt at working in past seasons. Getting better as it goes, Emperor Mavro gets 4 flags out of 5. We are just 2 weeks away from the finale of Power Rangers Super Megaforce. In the penultimate episode, The Wrath, believing that the Earth is no longer threatened, again, why? Orion returns home, but not before making his heartbreaking farewell to the Mega Rangers. However, Gosei intercepts a message from the Emperor Mavro, suggesting he's preparing a new invasion. That's going to do it for another Power Rangers Super Megaforce episode review. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new around these parts, and leave some comments down below and let me know what you thought of this episode. I sure hope things are more calm next week. Until then, may the power protect you. Man, you just cannot make good help these days. Let's hope the damage isn't too severe. I can't believe that tin head almost... That would have ruined everything.